Wow.
This sound international right here.
No.
Real Eli Caliente.
Very talking about.
But y'all niggas didn't know.
All right.
Welcome.
Welcome to
Random.
Hey.
On.
Repeat. What's up?
What's up?
Hey,
How you doing?
we have a special guest today.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, we're gonna say appreciate all the views, all the normal stuff. Thank you guys for watching. We're paying close attention. We keep saying we're gonna do a question vid. Questionnaire video.
Yeah, and what we're gonna do, we'll just we'll take email or through the comments, randomrepeatpodcast.com,
Inbox
or
random stuff.
Yes.
I'm cool with that.
you know, Facebook, whatever. Make sure you like, because we got the views, but we don't have the likes, the follows, and the comments. So comment if you just think it was just an emoji or you thought it was corny, you thought it was hilarious, you thought it
Or
was
you can
insightful.
watch it from the shadows. We're cool with that too.
Yeah.
Just know that we know you're watching.
You see, share it too. Share.
No, we actually need them to do something. They'll just keep watching the channels, just like thumbs up.
But why don't they like it from the shadows?
Well, if they like it, that's doing something.
Okay, then like it then. Stop watching it and just watch it
And
and creep
hit that thumbs up button.
Hit that thumbs up button.
Yeah. So,
So
John, introduce the guest.
the guest can introduce herself. It's Strong Black Magic right here. Here we go.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Kenyana, and that's pretty much it. That's me.
That's it.
That's who I am.
That's who you are.
Most
What
definitely.
you go by?
I personally would like to be called Keys because I'm going to start my own podcast. My first one will start next week sometime.
Oh, all right. Okay.
And then let them know where they can find you at. How can you?
On YouTube, I got me a channel on YouTube.
This is just Keys.
Yeah,
Not
He's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Keys on YouTube.
that's
with
exactly what it says.
With an S.
With a Z.
Okay.
With a Z.
Oh,
These.
okay, Trey
Two
Songz. Okay.
Keys on YouTube.
Okay.
So right. That guy's Keys with 2 Z's.
He's on YouTube. We'll follow you if you follow us.
Clearly I follow y'all.
Okay, all right. Let me take it.
All right now.
All right. Today's topic is
Keys, we'll let you pick.
Okay, I think we should talk about quality over quantity
In what sense do you mean?
in relationship sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, go explain.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
you're gonna have to elaborate.
dig in.
Okay, so I feel like there's an age limit on saying, oh, well, I don't like him because this is too small, this is too big, this is too this, this is too that. Once you get about 35 and then vibranium knees is done, you really can't be picking and choosing, you know what I'm saying, who's gonna be pogo sticking you and all of that. You know what I mean? Like you really gotta be it's more so who you're gonna want to be with when you're 90. You can't want to be with the guy in the throwback jersey when you're 90.
Right.
You know, so I just feel like women need to start being careful with what they're choosing. I think that men also can be selective and not just be like, oh, it's my baby mama. We've been together 15 years. She let me use a food stamp card. I use her car while she at work.
What?
You don't have to stay there.
And we're not still. We should. Disclaimer. Whatever her views are, not our views.
Yeah.
We are not women shaming.
Not.
If you got
I'm a woman.
listen,
No.
if you out there and you don't want to, then that's on you. You allowed to choose.
So
And if you still letting buddy take your car while you go to work, and he looking for a job while you spend 8 hours on your job, that's
Come on now.
somebody speaking from the heart.
I talked to a girl that actually used to do that shit, and it drove me bananas. I'm like, you choosing this dude over me? Like, really? It low key hurt my feelings, but it is what it is. You can't really pass too much judgment on somebody else doing.
I'm
because
judging. I'm just that's
I mean, like, how many years you gonna be letting homeboy take your car?
What? He looking for a job.
Not for 15 years, he not.
And he a rapper on the side.
Who? Listen, ain't nobody gonna be paying for your mixtape with the
Hey,
food stamp.
hey.
We're not doing
The
that.
dick must be just that good.
Awful.
Can we talk about that though? Like failing rap careers and
Stop it.
failing drug dealers.
Right at 40.
Yeah.
Stop.
So yeah, if you've been slanging for 20
But
years,
if you still waiting on the income tax to come over and flip it on me, You gotta let it go.
Yes.
At this point, that's just like it's just a hobby, man. It's just something to get by. People's rapping and people's, you know, what I'm saying.
Why
Sweet
I'm
mama.
40
I'm
and
not
your
mad
hobby
at-
is rapid.
but-
Build some trucks so it can hold up to something.
I'm not mad at a 40-year-old who has a hobby rapping. That's okay if that's just your hobby and you're realistic about it.
That's
So-
what it is being realistic.
Let me say this. I know we're kind of off topic, but let me say this. You know, Samuel L. Jackson didn't start really acting until he was 40.
Right.
True.
So, hey, 2 Chainz,
He was 40
he was 40.
when he went to 2 Chainz.
So if you have talent, sometimes it takes a little while for your talent to get discovered, or you might not even be discovered as an artist. You might be discovered as a ghostwriter. Which is so. Keep doing whatever y'all doing.
If you're in with Phobos and you're sitting on your couch right this second, you ain't had a job in 2-3 years because you feel like you about to bust us around them. You ain't done no shows and made $0 off the effort. Can it, my guy?
So
Can it?
don't can it.
I see the flip side of that.
No, don't can it. Actually, just start putting it out there randomly, and then repeat.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I like it.
I was
I like it. I
I was
like
gonna
it.
say the same shit.
Okay, but
so-
back to this.
Yeah, the quality over quantity. So you're saying at a certain age you need to start
Lowering your standards.
That is not what I said.
or qualifying people.
Not even so much qualifying, but like myself, everything that I bring to the table, I feel like you should bring some of that to the table, even if not meet me halfway.
Equally yoked
Most definitely.
for your Bible people. You know what that
But
means.
But in the turn, you kind of did say lowering your standards, or rather changing your standards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, changing your.
So what we need to do is redefine or get an understanding of what it is when we say what we want you to bring to the table. You can list some tangible things
Mhm.
that you can bring to the table. But I don't think women realize what men want when we want y'all to bring stuff to the table.
That's funny because most women bring the table.
Okay.
No, dig in that.
There it is.
Dig in that. Let me hear. I guess what you feel most women bring to the table.
As a woman, I know what I bring to the table. Now, I can't say that about other women because I only can speak through my eyes.
And
Yeah.
what do you
So
bring?
for myself, I bring the table.
Okay.
I brought the food.
Uh-huh.
I brought all the chairs because I've had to spend so much time in my masculine energy. I've never really been able to be feminine. You know what I'm saying? Like live in feminine energy.
So-
And that's what's wrong with women. Like we've never had to deal with men wanting to be men. We got to deal with somebody bald head son trying to tell us what they want to do. They want to come into a kingdom we've already built and act like the ruler.
so your thing is you're just now learning to submit.
Over the past like 2 years, yeah, it's a learning process.
Well, that's a tricky one. He's asking, are you sure you know how to submit?
I do.
Because
To
you're
a
right.
man, to
Oh.
a grown man. I do.
See that, and you're saying that because what you just said is a thing that happens. A lot of us, we find these women, and again, we've talked about this before, that are, I'm not going to say necessarily broken, but they've been alone for so long that they have brought on their own masculine energy, and it's hard to conquer that masculine energy. So what are we supposed to do?
The thing is for myself, like I said, I can only speak for myself. It's not hard to conquer that energy. Over the course of the 2 years, I've learned a lot about myself. I've shared a lot about myself. So I kind of know what I'm willing to go through, deal with, and what I'm not wanting to go through and deal with because I've been through so much already. With women or with myself, it's just been a learning process. It's just, and it's watching other people's situations. It's how I grew up and, men and things of that nature. You kind of just gotta live and learn.
So what do you feel your job is as a woman to, I guess, nurture that type of environment that you want? So you may have somebody come into your situation that has the qualities, but just not there. He's that inspiring rapper. He has, hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
He's that inspiring entrepreneur.
Okay.
He has the ideas. He has the talent, but he hasn't been able to take that next step. And it's been 10, 15 years. Are you just telling him, hey, give up, get a real job, or are you as a woman directing them, I guess, helping them get to that next step?
Oh, well, you answer that. Are you single?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So
Wait, super single or
Very single,
Okay,
John.
I felt
Yeah. Very single.
because that's we run into this a lot. Where you say you're single, but there's somebody out there that's gonna be kind of mad
No,
if they caught you doing something else.
no,
Okay,
no, very single.
all right.
you done?
Yeah. So what do you think your role there as a woman in the relationship?
In the situation of somebody that's aspiring for 10 years, you've been
But how do you get in a new relationship and you find out all this information? I mean, you have to be somewhat okay with that. You're pursuing a relationship with this person. So at what point do you like say, you know what? All right, bro, it's time to get that up. Like do this. I mean,
Did you tell him, hey, let's turn this up and do A, B, and C, or you say, hey, I think we should go a different direction?
within this is how I feel if it was myself. Within like that first year, I'm like, hey, what we doing? So this is what we're gonna do this. Let's do this.
So you can date a man that hasn't had a job in a year.
I can date a man that hasn't had a job in a year.
Yeah, you're dating him and you're not he wants to get
Number one, we don't have anything to talk about. You have a job.
okay.
What do you want? Do not talk with you. No.
What if he has a struggling business that makes $40 a month?
Do not talk to
But the idea is dope.
That's good, and I'm proud of you, and I will support that idea.
Well, maybe all it takes is just you coming in with your ideas and y'all can merge together.
The only idea I would have for him is find another.
See, here's the thing. Women can do that. Women can do
start
that.
this shit, dude.
I'm saying women can do that, but men cannot.
Men can.
Men cannot
Yes, they can.
because we are the masculine energy.
Men do it all the time.
We have everything that we want. We have everything that we need. And most of the time when we tell a woman that we want to see what she brings to the table, it has absolutely nothing to do with her finances. I wouldn't give a shit if she wanted to pursue a career in butterfly catching. I wouldn't give a shit.
Okay.
The things that I need are intangible. Peace of mind, some quietness.
But
Can you
women are
follow
asking the
directions?
same
Can you balance this here checkbook? Can I trust you when I'm gone? Can you take care of my house? Like these things are intangible. I can find you and you say, you know what? Hey, listen, I ain't had a job in 10 years, but I love catching these butterflies. If me and you spark, I don't care. I can do everything else for you as long as you compliment me as a man, as long as you give me the energy that I need.
So what's the dynamic where, okay, my man is like just struggling. He's been working, trying to go to school, work and go to school.
I understand that.
He hasn't had a job in 5 years.
He's trying to work.
He hasn't had a real job.
but he's doing something.
Okay. So you don't feel like as a woman you can take something and help it grow. Like to
I
an
have
extent.
children. I took them and they grow. I took them and helped them grow.
I want to say that I know you're sitting at a table full of dudes. So we have our perspective and you have yours, and I don't want you to feel attacked.
Never.
And I also want to say that your position is okay. At a certain point in your life, you don't want any starter projects. You don't.
No.
You want something that's almost finished, if not already done. And that is completely understandable, and that is okay.
So what are women looking for?
It depends. There's different kind of women. It depends on
You and women like you, what are you looking for?
women and women like myself. I've been on a journey. Like I've been through some stuff. I've been on a journey. So I'm at a place now where I'm seriously at a place of peace.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay.
So it took me some time. And with things, it takes time. But now at this place, I'm just like, I can't do that.
And not to get too personal, when you can talk open for pretty if you want, but at what age did you have this epiphany, if you will? And what led you to this? I mean, why? Did you just all of a sudden wake up and be like, you know what? I'm trying to date these throwback jersey ass niggas. This all this and they smoke.
Why
all day.
are you attacking the throwback jerseys?
I'm not, I'm
Those on fire.
I was thinking the same thing.
Britain said throwback.
No, like just making reference. But for me, I think it was I was 30 actually, because I was 27 and I only had one kid, and then I got pregnant with another one. I was like, with 2 kids, like, what you gonna do with this? No, this ain't gonna work. And then another one came, like, within 16 months, I was pregnant again, and I was like, I cannot do this for this many years. No. So I had to start with me. Like, I couldn't say, oh, it's you. I had to start with me.
Right.
And with me is I was tired and I didn't want to be here in 10 years doing the same thing. I wanted to do something else. And that's what I did. Like, it always starts with self.
True. But did you find yourself, was it always the other person, or was it like you not ready to be?
Most definitely me. You with things like that, like I couldn't put the blame on anybody else. I was comfortable. Comfort is fine. You're okay when you're comfortable.
Right.
But when it's time to change, like all humans, like with kids, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. And with me, it was like, oh, y'all don't know, I love him. He's the best. He's the best thing for me. And they were like, bitch.
Can I ask, was he employed?
Listen.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Was he a good father?
Most definitely.
Okay.
An amazing dad.
But not employed.
Just not.
So look, I know, and we keep
So, yeah, go.
when you say he was a good dad, is he a good dad only because that's what he is, or is it because you set him up to be that way?
Next question.
Okay.
Next question.
Well, all 3 of us have had I've had struggles trying to be a good dad.
Yeah.
You know? And I've had to fight with a particular young lady just so that I can be a good dad.
See, like these two, even myself, we're good fathers on our own. Like, did he need you to be a good father?
I think that in that situation, and even like currently, I just made it easier as the father of my kids. Like, I brought the kids to him. I called him. They called him.
Well, I mean, let's give it up for that. Like that.
He's-
So that dynamic tends not to happen. It's usually like, if you ain't making it, if you're not making the effort, I'm not gonna make the effort.
That's ridiculous.
And then two, it's like, oh, well, you're making the effort. I'm still mad. Let me hold on to these. These are gonna hurt you. These kids hurt you. You're not having them. Let me hold on to that.
And see, for me, that's just not how I look at stuff. My dad was never around. I'm like the oldest of like 13 kids. So whenever
Damn.
yeah, he was
Don't look.
he was out there, man.
I
So
didn't know there was people out there like that.
yeah, Jesus. My baby brother is 5. Yeah. So like with me,
Don't you got a 5-year-old brother?
No, fool. He is 17 though.
Okay, yeah. I do get a young brother.
yeah, he's 5. But no, I feel like with me, I wanted this relationship with my kids' dad. I wanted them to have that relationship, even if I had to kind of yeah. So I stayed longer.
You're saying,
than I should have.
see, and again, that's something that I think I want to applaud you for and give you credit for, because in today's world, it's hard to separate the two. Right? People get mad for whatever reason, and if it has nothing to do with you and me getting back together, or us still humping each other, or whatever it is, I'm not gonna be a good dad.
But see, the thing in that situation is that's kind of how I feel it is, So it's easier for me to be like, oh, here's your kids. You won't let me see my kids. I'm bringing them to you. You mean yes, ma'am.
So were you at this time? Were you pushing away actual quality dudes, or
Yeah.
so it was actually dudes just trying to talk to you, and you pushing them away? You're not talking to them. Quality dudes that actually you can see a future with.
Most definitely. Like, I ruined like
the second one.
worst Oh my God, I ruined the worst. It just would have been great. It would have been beautiful. But I ruined that.
But you know, that's you don't know until you dig into that situation. Was it would have been great and beautiful and
It would have
everything.
been great.
But you know that
It would have been better.
It would have been great.
you know that so
It would have been good.
and we've talked about this a lot on our pod that people they stick around way too long and people don't know how to say, hey, I'm hurt, but I'm okay with where we at.
Right.
People don't know how to say, all right, this ended, but like we got these kids, so let's be cool with each other.
Right.
Um,
I think in a lot of situations, the man doesn't know that it's okay to say, hey, I'm kind of down with this. We're cool. I don't want no trouble. We can raise the
nothing.
kids.
So the man,
No, for real. Like in situations that I know. In situations that I know. Because like with me and my kid's dad, I heard him a lot and he still stayed. And he stayed because he felt like that's what he was supposed to do.
Yeah. Most guys they just either cut it off completely or they linger around. It's really no in between. It's never no like she said. It's never like, hey, you know what I'm saying, we cool, so I'm gonna do this, you do that. All right.
Right.
You got an understanding. It's money this man never
No.
do.
Never like that. Yeah, yeah. Especially if the guys are, trying to be a father. Now, I don't care if he's good or bad, whatever. If he's trying to be a father, a lot of times I do just suffer through it. I mean, it's
That's real. I feel like, we diminished each other's quality. So that's just kind of what happened. It was just like I ruined him, he ruined me, and I was like, I gotta find myself again.
So looking back, would you, based on your relationships, the quality of your baby's father,
Mm.
would you change anything? Would you go back and be like, no, I wouldn't hurt this dude? But if you hadn't hurt him, you think he would hurt you?
Most definitely. It was kind of he started it, and I was like, player 2. Game. So,
so you just start button mashing.
that works. Yeah, I went crazy. So
I've always said that about my first. I think she started it, and then I just
You think she started it?
no, they did
It
it.
ran. You just
She most definitely started it.
Yeah, you're so, you know what? No. So, no, man. No, she didn't start it.
She did so. And you gonna tell me?
How you gonna tell me I was there?
You wasn't there.
John,
so y'all both was there.
listen.
You gonna tell me about my life?
You weren't there.
She did not start that.
Do you know how I met Rod? I met Rod because when me and her were together, it's a sidetrack. I pull up on her sitting in another nigga's lap in his car.
Mm.
Period. And the nigga looked like Rod. This is why me and Rod started talking.
It was hot.
So
Was it Rob? Was it?
so what happened was
All right.
right after that,
Okay.
I see the nigga in the mall, Rod, and I thought it was him, and I ran up on him. That was her first incident.
And how did that situation go?
You know how it went.
Yeah, I know how it went. But so she started all this, right?
Yeah, I wasn't doing anything at that point.
You weren't doing nothing.
No.
Y'all was together officially.
Yeah. That was in the beginning. That was still in the van. That was in the van day. That was still in the van.
You never stopped doing you.
That was the beginning.
That was the beginning.
That was the very beginning.
That should be having a slant, huh?
No, it was in the beginning. I wasn't doing anything.
That's neither here nor there. Anyways,
I'm just saying.
back to what you were saying.
Yeah, back to the damn.
Right? You good?
Done attack me.
I'm sorry. You
I
fine.
know.
You fine. You fine.
I'm arguing with him about his life. No, I just look at you crazy and then off camera I go, I don't know what's in there.
I remember like all the time, ever since we was little, all the time. This nigga used to hate it. And I used to hate it when he used to do this. Come to me, wake me up out of my goddamn sleep for no reason.
No, there's a reason. When I'm up, everybody.
What kind of
I
psychopath?
don't-
Hey, watch your mouth. My mama did that.
My children do that. Psychopaths.
I still hate it. I don't want to be up alone. I'll be bored. You ever wake up? You wake up by yourself, and after like 30 minutes, you're like, damn, like,
After you're done,
yeah.
close the laptop.
You're like,
What else to do?
Yeah,
but if my guy was up, we could play the game together. Or maybe he might want to get some lunch. And I know he wants to get up because he was up to like 8 and it's already 10.
I was broke. Unless you was paying for it.
You know what? I'm just gonna wake him up see what happens.
And then what else do you do when you broke? You just sleep.
Yes.
You're out in depression. You sleep.
When you broke, you ain't got time to sleep. You be out there trying to get it.
Get what?
The rap career. That rap career.
See?
Y'all don't leave rappers alone. Y'all, I like the rap.
You started with the rappers.
You said it. I
Did y'all say rap?
Yes.
definitely said it.
Well, y'all stop trying to call me.
And then you put it on me.
Like everyone's calling me a liar today.
You is
All
fired.
right, let's get back on track. Now we're talking about the quality.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you mean by the quantity? Are you just like, are you saying, okay, that's a delicious looking chocolate bar, nice little cookies and cream crunch,
What's a cookies and cream crunch?
I don't know because he kept staring at me. He was looking
right?
You just call me a nice looking chocolate bar?
Oh, I mean, I was pointing there.
Sexual chocolate.
I'll just say different candy bars. I was talking about his pants actually.
all right, moving on.
Anyway, yeah. So
think.
yeah.
I think when I say quantity, and see, like I said, me and John were good friends. So John knows. I just kind of run it down to him, and he'd be like, what is going on?" Because in my mind, it was easier to just stay where I was at, as opposed to all of these people that were like, "I'll treat you good. I'll do this. I'll do that." Because I can't trust you're gonna do that. I can't trust you're gonna say you're gonna treat me good and all that good old stuff. So I cheated a whole lot, and it was just easier to stay here. and
Okay.
cheat a whole lot.
With just the one person or just
It was one person. I
Okay.
cheated.
oh, so you a serial cheater?
For 10 years.
God damn. 10? Was he cheating?
No, that's not cheating. That's a whole nother relationship.
Was it
Okay, but the the alternative is, and this takes us back to what I've said before. You're at home and you're miserable and you need an escape sometimes. And she had an escape. The
So
situation is what it.
For 10 years.
Your situation
Not
is
judging.
what it is.
I'm just judging.
Yeah.
At
Not
home,
judging.
but you need other stuff to keep you sane. You need other stuff to keep you happy. You need other stuff to keep you motivated. You're in a. It's like being in a dead end job. Like you know it's not going anywhere, but you're probably stuck for a little bit.
see what it's doing?
I am not justifying
That's
anything.
exactly what you're
Yeah.
doing. You knew exactly what I was doing.
You think that I'm doing
So
something that I'm not doing.
That whole idea of people being stuck in
Who's a hoe?
the whole idea.
Oh, all right. I don't know. He kept looking at me with his eyes. Making me nervous.
All right, yeah. The whole idea of that dead end job that you're stuck in. I don't think anybody's stuck.
They get comfortable and complacent.
Comfortable.
Get comfortable. It's a
Yeah.
mind thing.
Comfortable.
It's a mind thing.
Comfortable. I really felt like
And you know,
a mind
the
thing.
thing is, he knows. He knows.
like the if we're looking at that idea of being stuck, and I'm just thinking back, like my first job. I was like, man, I need to make more money, but I don't have time to apply places. And it was one of those situations where somebody just came up to me and asked, "Hey, I like your personality. You want a job?" Yeah, how much you paying? It was double my salary. Sometimes you get lucky like that.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, you just get lucky.
Damn skippy.
And my first relationship, it was kind of like, hey, hit the road, Jack. it wasn't, I kind of got pushed out of there. So you get kicked out the nest. And I probably would be, I was comfortable in that situation, even though it was toxic. I was comfortable in that job, even though I wasn't getting paid anything. But I wasn't stuck. I was just comfortable. I just knew what I knew, and that was comfort to me.
Okay. Let's approach it from a different angle so that this guy can stop looking in my face. Let's quantity. Let's approach it from a single view. Okay, you're single. You're out here and you meet 2, 3, 4. I don't know how many people would you entertain. Let's say you got 3 on a heavy rotation.
Seven.
Let's say 3 or 4.
3.
You got,
Okay,
3 you got on a heavy rotation.
that's a light rotation.
That's a light rotation. Yeah.
Wait.
Rotation.
No, he talking about 7, 8. He talking about that's light.
3 is a light rotation.
If you hitting 5 or 6 in a heavy rotation, you need to count them, G.
What you looking at me for? This one ain't talking. He talking about 7 or 8. He did one. Yeah. he
Okay,
up there.
So how many? You got a rotation.
He trying to put in my business. And
He did.
And then you ask him about
Yeah, and he's like,
and now he wants to skip it.
he get the googly eyes, like,
He didn't ask me a personal question. He made a statement.
So
And
and you gave me the no eyes.
I don't know what you're talking about, G.
He's like, I'm a one-handed man.
It's all right, man. Dog. You always trying to spill my milk, huh?
Hey, man, look.
When you're single,
Yeah.
and you got 3 or 4 in heavy rotation, and you meet one, and maybe she aight, but you don't know. So when you're saying quality over quantity, you think most people got a lineup in heavy rotation when they meet somebody.
I don't really think they have a lineup, but I know they have choices. It ain't really like a lineup, but they got like they 1 or 2
So when
favorites.
she's smiling, you got choices.
No, they have their favorites.
You got
Same thing. It's
Say,
same
I
thing.
got hold.
No,
I
you
got
got choices and favorites out there.
no.
No,
I feel like you're stunned right now.
I feel like it too. That smile and that look down was like,
Yeah.
No, I don't have choices. But with people who do have choices, they would rather deal with their choices than be at home miserable and not.
yeah.
Getting what
That's
they're
why you
getting
make.
from-
That's why you make many options, so that you don't really have to deal with one. You find little things in each one of them that you like and create a whole person.
And build around. Like what?
Yeah. That's exactly what
No.
you
It's called Build-A-Hoe. There's a website for it.
What
That-
did me that? What?
That is what you do. That's how these things come about. You're not really most of the time when you chilling and you kicking. You're not looking for nothing.
No, really.
Are you looking for something while you're doing this?
What?
It depends what.
When you're single, when you just getting your numbers up, you out here looking for something.
I don't necessarily would call it getting my numbers up.
Quality over quantity. We're talking about quantity right now.
So
People who are messing with several people versus being able to mess with just one person or one quality.
Do you not feel like it take away from you dealing with all of those people?
make you a superstar?
what
No,
you
it
mean?
is not.
What you do?
No, so
All those different soul ties with all those different people.
Spreading yourself thin and does. You said you know all about.
so I yeah. Well,
Hold on.
I'm gonna quit. Right quick.
Wow.
This sound international
Oh
right here.
no.
Real Ellie Caliente.
Very
He's hot.
out about.
For y'all niggas that didn't know.